guys, this is Alex. I'm coming to you from Georgia. As I mentioned in our orientation, I have a bunch of pets, and among the quietest is my fish Cosmo, who we have here in his little tank, along with a couple of other fish. One of them you can see. He's certainly the quietest of all of our pets because everyone else makes a lot of noise. So, as I mentioned, I'm a huge collector of sports memorabilia, and here I have one shelf just dedicated pretty much to bobbleheads and like stuffed athlete pillows. And this is one small bit of my entire collection as a whole, which can be seen pretty much throughout our house. So one of my family's favorite activities is to play a lot of board and card games together. So here we have just a couple of the games that we have here at my house, and then if you look down here, we have a whole lot more. Another hobby that I've taken up over the course of the pandemic is to build these little Lego MLB mascots. I first did the Cubs guy, and I'm sure some of you, if not all of you, recognize the guy on the right as the Diamondbacks mascot, the Bobcat. And I'm going to be starting a third one relatively soon. And it's not as easy as you think. There are a lot of pieces involved. We're in my basement because I wanted to show you what my greatest current passion in my sports collecting hobby is. So I love baseball, and I love old history of baseball. So I collect baseball stadium seats, such as this one from Fenway Park. It was in the stadium from 1946 to 2010. So myself and my stepdad come down to the basement where he has his shop set up, which you can see, and we developed a blueprint to make an individual stand for each one of the seats. So for the Fenway one, we have a basic blueprint of the field, and then the green monster is that little block right there. And it'll look like Fenway Park as it does on TV. And then once they're done, they look like this. This is from Comiskey Park in Chicago for the White Sox, 1910 to 1990. This is from Wrigley Field for the Cubs, obviously, from 1932 to 1986. And this one is from the Cincinnati Reds from 1912 to 1970. And each stand has a different theme. Home plate. This one was just basic, and then a baseball itself. And this is my dog, Sorella, who decided to enter into the shot. Back here, to add to the seat collection, is a seat back from Yankee Stadium that was removed when the stadium was torn down in 2008. And that can be hung on the wall, which it will be one day. And last but not least is my favorite seat, and probably the favorite part of my collection, an original Yankee Stadium seat from 1923. I haven't started on the stand yet, but the plans are in the works, for sure. So just a couple other things before I sign off. We're still in my basement, and here's another shelf that's dedicated pretty much to my memorabilia, starting with when I played when I was little in baseball. And if you'll notice this man right here, that's Reggie Jackson. I met him at a sports card show a couple of years ago. And, you know, there are cards and balls and a funny gag golf game that my mom decided to get me for Christmas a year ago. And posters and you name it. It's a little bit of a mess and I need to tidy it up a bit, but as you can see, I have a lot of memorabilia just strewn about in pretty much every corner of the basement. So, yeah, I really love sports. I just thought of one other thing that's really important to both me and my family, and that's the show Jeopardy! We watch it every night, and we love Alex Trebek, and it's really unfortunate that they're not making new episodes right now, but hopefully they will be able to really soon. And that's it for me, the end.